Hello everyone. Guys, we've seen a 4% drop in Bitcoin because of a ledger hack. So, and we actually went down quite tremendously, and a lot of people were calling for a bigger downside because of this ledger hack, and supposedly it's one of the biggest hacks out there in the world of crypto, and everything is going to be going down from here, etc. So let's examine what is happening with ledger, whether it's a good idea to actually get out of ledger, and what am I personally doing, and what am I doing in terms of the trade itself. And also I'm going to show you guys in this video a trade that you cannot afford to miss. So that's why stick around till the end. A really cool trade coming. Just in all fairness, if you look at the price itself, yes, we did go down almost 5%. However, please pay attention to how fast we actually recovered. So therefore, like, my trade on Bitcoin is still in, and it's a $1 million trade, as you can see right here. And it is raking in about $36,000 in profits. At some point, it was like $45,000 in profits, which is pretty crazy. And for now, I'm keeping it. And remember that I'm trading on Bybit, the place that I can actually trust. And with my exclusive link down in the description of this video, you can actually claim up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses that are real, that you can actually use for your own trading. But Bybit is telling me that they're going to be getting rid of this huge deposit bonus system. So if you want to use this to your advantage, you need to do this ASAP. Link to it down in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment. Use my link, sign up, deposit money, and then you're gonna claim all the bonuses in the reward center, all the requirements and all the way how to do this, the whole instruction, like everything is there when you use my link to sign up. And also there's a link to BitGet. The only difference is that BitGet gives you up to $8,000 initial deposit bonuses, but they don't require KYC in select jurisdictions, so you can check it out. But I think all exchanges will require KYC sooner or later. So now, let's discuss. Even though our trade is still looking quite good, and I think it's gonna keep looking quite good, let's have a look at what happened. Because a lot of people are saying that, Ledger, this is a hack of the century, and this is it, and this is the peak for the market, and blah, blah, blah. In reality, yeah, I mean, it was pretty sad that Ledger got hacked. And to be honest, I've been using Ledger for quite some time, but I'm gonna be moving away from it. I'm gonna show you which I'm gonna be using. So Ledger patches vulnerability after multiple dApps using connector library were compromised. So basically, Ledger's library got compromised, which enabled a hacker to actually install whatever and steal some funds from the app. So basically, it's not like the Ledger itself got hacked, because I have millions of dollars in Ledgers. That would suck. But what happened was, basically, there is this when you're bridging, when you're connecting to certain DApps, and when you're using certain bridges, and when you're using your Ledger and connecting to something, DEXs, schmexes, whatever, this is something that got affected. So therefore, it wasn't like the Ledger itself got hacked. That would have been much, much worse. But nonetheless, this still is quite terrible. But Ledger CEO, he explained it, and he said that actually the whole thing was made possible after a former employee fell victim to a phishing scam. And, we will never know the truth really, but they dealt with it. And that, actually the whole situation took about 40 minutes. The whole hack, it was up there for like 40 minutes max, and they're pledging a lot of resources to actually help people recover their money. And even then, to be honest, like, I was surprised to see that, the hacker managed to steal like $500,000. Like, it says $500,000 something, 12 million, but I think it's like, I mean, even if it's in million, I mean, I thought that, Ledgers, they hold billions of dollars, I'm pretty sure. So this is a very minor hack. And therefore, we're not seeing the price of Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, short term, there was also another hack. So there were some hackers, doing some stuff. But if you got kicked out in this move just because of fear, well, always, guys, please learn to zoom out. Short-term volatility will always come about for whatever stupid reason, just like we saw it right here with this bill that came out from Elizabeth Warren. It's all FUD. So don't get screwed because of FUD. But certainly, before we move to the chart, before I show you my trade that I want to add to my list of trades right now, and say you're gonna love it. Is it a good idea to, diversify your risk and move away from Ledger? Quite frankly, I'm not very happy with a bunch of stuff that Ledger has been doing recently. So that being said, if you're using Ledger just as it's intended, you just connect it to your computer, you use Ledger Live, it's fine. I don't think there is going to be any issues, especially if you don't do this cloud update where your seed phrases are on the cloud. I don't like that feature, so I don't update my ledgers. I just keep them as they are, and it's fine. But I'm moving to somewhat like to diversify. I'm moving to Trezor. So Trezor is actually, this is what it basically looks like. And this is what you can get, a few $100. And it's a bit more difficult to use from what I understand, but it is a bit safer. It doesn't have any of those stupid vulnerabilities. So if you want to avoid those, I would suggest, switching at least partially to it. Now, when it comes to the trade with Bitcoin, the trade itself, it all stays the same. Remember about all the bonuses on Bybit, like everything is the same. I'm keeping it for now. I'm going to keep you guys updated. And certainly if there is something changing very fast, this is something we're going to be posting in Discord. So I cannot make a video at an instant if I move, if I add a stop loss, if I exit with a profit or at zero loss, if something changes at an instant. This is something that you will mostly find in Discord. There is a link to my Discord channel. It's called VIP Signals. There's a link to it down in the description of this video. So if you want to trade together with us on YouTube, I'm just giving you big overviews. But for all the details, you need to be in Discord in the VIP Signals section. Link to it down in the description of this video. And you can join it. You cannot pay for it. The only way to join it is if you're a Bybit trader or a BitGet trader and you've used my link either to Bybit or BitGet to actually sign up. So anyway, let's get to the trade that I think is going to be quite cool. And don't scream at me in the comments, but I think it's a pretty good idea. So this is actually something that came from my team because they are doing also like a lot of analysis. And basically, if we're gonna zoom out, let me remove VPVR, is not very useful in this instance. So what we were seeing in Pepe, if we zoom out, we did see some up move. The answer is yes. I mean, it's has done quite okay-ish, but overall, it's not pumping as hard as it should based on what we are seeing right now. Because what we are seeing is that we have a 50-day, there is 50 days worth of large market maker robot accumulation. So market makers are accumulating Pepe right now, a lot of it. And there is also a very low 200-day comparable upside. Even though it did move to the upside, yes, it did move up a bit, but it's not that very much. So, and because of these facts, we are placing a target for Pepe. I mean, it's a pretty crazy one. You can call us crazy all you want, but what we are seeing right now is that there is a, I don't know why this keeps moving around. It's not supposed to do that. Well, technology, go figure. But our upside target, this is more of a spot trade. I mean, for futures, the stop loss in this instance for this trade right here would be if market makers would dump the coin before the pump, because we're just placing this because, again, it's a meme coin. There is no real utility. There is community, there is market makers, there is liquidity, and that's about it. And this is what we're going to be trading here. So the upside is actually like, it's pretty crazy. The upside here is something like 3 to 5x. So this is the actual target for the upside, and the accumulation is between 13 and 14. So let me just zoom in a bit for you guys to be able to see it a bit better. So this is the accumulation phase. So 0.000 whatever, 13 and 0.000 14. So this is the accumulation area, just a very good order block. The target of 3 to 5x in the next 1 to 2 months. And again, I'm going to keep you updated, so subscribe and hit that notification bell. The moment when I would be getting out of it in a negative scenario would be if we would see market makers actually dump it before the pump, because we see a huge accumulation from market makers right now in PEP, and usually it is, this is what is front running a huge manipulation or a huge pump, and this is what we want to, the way how we want to play this. So therefore, it's more of a spot trade than futures trade, but it's up to you if you want to take futures trade. It's up to you. Just use proper risk and money management, and certainly check out this tutorial right here as to how to trade Bitcoin or altcoins or any other cryptocurrency with proper risk and money management. And this could play out really well depending on what's going to happen with the rest of the market. But with Bitcoin, we're still saying that it should be okay, but I'm going to keep you guys updated. So therefore, peace and love, time scroll, stay smart, stay very rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.